thing. Will it survive, Joe?
Yeah, well, that sort of treatment. Mind you, you've got to feed it every 2 or 3 hours.
You've got your work cut out there, lass. Here you are, Michael. Get stuck in.
Thanks.
Come on, sweetie, eat up.
You want to give it to Sarah? She's expert at it now. Next door is overrun with lambs.
Oh, no, we can't mix them up. Hers are all organic.
Oh. Morning.
You know the rules of this house. Nobody sits down to breakfast looking like that.
I was up till gone one delivering that thing.
Oh, hark at Farmer Giles. What did you do? Hold the forceps and screw up your eyes?
I'll have you know, young lady, you did very well.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's not over yet. Got to leave Jack and Sarah in a minute. They've been up all night.
Well, there can't be that many left now.
No, they're finished.
Well, what about her giving hand for a change?
I've been up since 6 o'clock helping Michael with the milking.
Oh. You don't really need me today, do you?
Why, you're not at school, are you?
No, but I thought I'd give Paula a ring, see if she wants to go out later.
She might fancy doing a bit more lambing. She seemed quite taken with it last night. At least it took her mind off rambling and rights of way.
Sure, you didn't keep that lass up there till 1 o'clock.
She would have been up all night more. Anything to be near him. Ah, come on, Mark, give the lass a break. She won't be up just yet.
Oh, you never know.
Hey, there'll be no ringing anybody till you've washed, dressed and eaten your breakfast.
Oh, come on.
Do as you're told. We have to.
Have you decided who you're going to invite to Alice's christening yet?
Oh, yeah, there's a list on the table. About 10. That'll be okay for you, won't it, Lovey?
Oh, they can all come back here after if you like. I'll do the food.
Oh, well, Elsa's asked her mum to give her hand.
Well, we can do it together.
Yeah, right. Look, I'll be home at dinner time, OK?
I'll tidy up and then I'll make the tea. I don't have to be back to the Woolpack till 6.
Right. You don't want to go overdoing it, Mum.
Oh, it makes a change to be busy.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing? Going full-time at the pub?
Yeah, of course I am. I'll enjoy it.
Yeah, well, you don't let Turner take advantage of you. He worked you every hour God sent before, remember? And look where that got you.
Don't you worry. We can handle Alan Turner, can't we?
Have you nearly finished, Mr. Turner? I mean, I would like to get down to some work eventually.
Never hurry breakfast, Elizabeth. Best meal of the day. That's my motto, particularly the way you cook it.
Well, I want to get to the fish farm to check up on Seth. He's playing up again.
Are you skiving off, is he?
Well, with all due respect, I rather think it's your fault this time, filling his head with all that nonsense about being a descendant of the Verneys.
I never thought he'd take it so seriously. Now, what's he up to now?
Taking extra tea breaks, insisting on being addressed as Mr. Armstrong Verney. He'd be expecting me to call him my lord next.
Oh, don't worry. You leave him to me. I'll sort him out when he comes into the Woolpack for lunch.
Well, he goes to the malt shovel these days. Says the beer's better.
Oh, does he? Well, he was pleased enough to drink my beer when it was free. Look, you tell Squire Armstrong from me that I expect to see him at lunchtime today in my pub.
But are you going to have the time, Mr. Turner? Well, you're going to be rushed off your feet at dinner time, surely being on your own and that.
Mrs. Bates starts today.
Oh, I see. She's spreading herself a bit thin, isn't she?
Chris?
What is it, Kath? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, so you do know who I am, then?
No, I'm sorry, love, honestly. I got back from Hull so late last night. Seemed ashamed to disturb you. Fell asleep on the sofa. But I'll make it up to you, promise.
Where are you off to now?
I've got to drive a load down to Liverpool. I'll be back by tea time.
I thought you weren't going to have to do much driving.
Look, it's just this week, Kathy, till we get properly sorted.
OK, I won't bother cooking dinner then.
Best not. You can always grab a sandwich. Look, don't worry. As soon as the business is running smoothly again.
Whoever heard that before? See you when I see you, then.
How's it going?
I think I've solved it. It blocks fuel pipe.
Ah, great. Take it up to top 20 then.
All right.
I'll join you up there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Have you come to give hand with work or what?
You've got me into a right load of trouble, you have.
Me? What have I done?
I just got a right mouthful off Paula's dad. He wouldn't even let me speak to her.
Well, didn't you tell him that I ran her home? She was perfectly safe.
Well, he don't believe her, does he? Or me? He thinks she was out on the town or something with me.
Well, it's not my fault if a man doesn't believe his own daughter. Shall I give him a ring?
You say what?
Tell him the truth, of course. That she stayed to give hand with the lambing and we had a triple birth to contend with.
Would you?
Yeah.
I thought I'd pop over late to see her while he's out of work.
All right. Hey, and remember, no hanky-panky.
Oh, damn 'em. That's the thing.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What a shame.
You wouldn't be gloating, Henry, would you?
Gloating? Would I do that? Huh? Not done your glasses yet, I notice.
I have a system, Henry, my system. Hoover, dust, polish, then the glasses and ashtrays.
Ah, but that puts you behind with your bottling up. Amos and I had a hard and fast rule, always do the washing up last thing at night. Not worse than the smell of stale beer glasses first thing in the morning. So, it's got naught to do with me.
Henry, you wouldn't
No,
consider...
no. I'm just going off to draw my pension, and then I'm going to blow the lot on taking Annie Sugden out to lunch in town.
It's all right for some.
Yeah, life of Riley we old folks lead. Oh, never fear, Alan. Help has arrived.
Good morning, Henry.
Morning.
Oh, dear. You're going to need a dustpan and brush for that, Alan.
Dustpan and brush under the sink, Hoover bags under the stairs.
Yeah, Henry, I am the landlord. I do know where things are kept. Good day to you.
Have a pleasant day. I don't expect you'll be too busy.
I'd better see to this, Alan.
Well, no, that wouldn't be fair. I'll do the cleaning if you make a start on the glasses and things.
Yeah, right.
Oh, dear.
Shall I answer that?
No, I better. It's probably business. I wonder if you could... No, just this once, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course, Alan. Dustpan and brush under the sink, Hoover bags under the stairs, I know.
Woolpack in Begondale.
Welcome to your new job, Caroline.
Landlord speaking.
Here it is. Knew it had to be somewhere. I don't lose important files, Charlie.
Well, thank God there's something you don't do, eh?
I'm not some little office girl, Charlie. Every one of these files is an apple pie order, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Oh, no one's saying you're incompetent, Eric. Far from it. That's why the subcommittee want to see you this afternoon. We want to ascertain exactly what it is you're competent at.
And what is that supposed to mean?
You know, this would be a handy place to keep all the council records, don't you think, Eric?
Now, hang on, Charlie. Any more filing cabinets in here, there'd be no room for me.
Quite. See you this afternoon. Oh, and I know you haven't got a car, but try not to be late.
You can't get rid of me, Charlie. I'm too useful to you here.
Hi, how's it going?
Fine.
Don't sound it. One of those days, eh?
Sort of.
It's not too much, is it? All the extra work.
No, I got used to hard work up at Emmerdale.
It's Chris, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it always?
He really is working hard, Kathy. So is Frank. It means a hell of a lot to them keeping the business afloat. You've got to admire them. They've got the guts and determination to make a go of it.
Yes, but at whose expense, Kim? I hardly see anything of him. When I do, he's too tired even to hold a decent conversation.
They need our help, Kathy. Actually, I'm really enjoying it.
I wish I was. We never go anywhere. We don't even sit down to have a meal together. I'm in bed asleep by the time he crawls upstairs. Then I'm out early mornings to exercise the horses.
It was never going to be easy. We all knew that. But we're a family, and Tate's is a family business. I owe it to Frank to do my share, and you owe it to Chris.
Maybe, but I'm not a member of the family yet.
Well, I say it myself. Work wonders.
Must admit, I don't remember there being quite so much to do before opening.
Well, we're used to working as a team, aren't we?
Is that what you call it? Don't recall you doing too much, except chatting on the phone.
Chatting? Most of those calls were to Mrs. Feldman. There's trouble at the fish farm.
Oh, I see. Phones you a lot, does she, during the day?
So?
I was under the impression she was doing so well.
Oh, she is. She's doing splendidly. Well, now, let's drink to your first day at the Woolpack.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Alan. Thank you.
I must say my decision to take you on as my strong right hand in my modest little pub was a very wise one. Cheers, Caroline.
Cheers, Alan. To the Woolpack.
May it go from strength to strength.
Pity there's no customers.
Look, you've got to be really nice to me. I've been nice to me.
Mr. Barker. Yes, I realise that, but I can assure you I wasn't being unreasonable. It's simply... Yeah, Mr. Barker, can we be fair about this? Mark is very fond of your Paula. He's hardly likely to lead her astray. Very reasonable of you. Yeah, it won't happen again. Thank you.
Well?
He doesn't want it to happen again.
But he's OK. I can see you again tonight.
She's got to be back by 10 o'clock. No messing.
We don't go messing.
And no spending money you haven't got. And no borrowing money you can't pay
I don't
back.
need money. We'll find something to do.
Yeah, we'll take her for a walk. She's very fond of rambling, isn't she? I remember in my day it was a bottle of dandelion and burdock and a bag of chips. Always did the trick.
Play Gracie Fields records and all, did you?
Watch it, you. And don't expect me to get you out of these scrapes every time.
These sandwiches are only a temporary measure. We will shortly be having an extensive lunchtime and evening menu with the hot and cold meals, best food in the Dales. Have a nice day, sir.
Have a nice day, Alan.
Politeness and goodwill, Eric. That's what brings the punters in.
Yeah. Well, where is everyone then?
Well, give us time. This pub will soon be packed at lunchtime. Serve this gentleman, will you, Mrs. Bates?
Scotch, is it, Mr. Pollard?
Yes, please, Caroline. Large one, please. A very large one.
Oh, dear. Not drinking and driving. No, of course, I forgot.
No need to rub it in. You seen Emmerdale at all?
No? Why?
He's up to something. I met before the council subcommittee this afternoon, and he won't say why.
Oh, dear. He has got it in for you, hasn't he?
My conscience is clear. I won't find anything.
Well, I'm sure he won't, Eric. One thing you're good at is covering your tracks.
I only popped in to check on the details for the christening on Sunday. Have you had any further thoughts?
Well, I thought it was all arranged and settled, Mum.
Yes, but if you want me to do the food, well, I'll need to know numbers and what you want to give them to eat.
Well, Nick's already asked his mum to help with the food.
Oh. Well, we'll have to get together then. But will she have the time now that she started at the Woolpack?
Well, as much time as you. She's quite looking forward to it. We must keep it simple, though, Mum. We can't afford a big do or anything like that.
Oh, well, you needn't worry about that, love. Alan has said that he will foot the bill since he's Alice's godfather.
Alan?
Oh, you know what I mean. Don't start all that again. Mr. Turner.
Well, all the more reason to keep it simple. We shouldn't take advantage.
Oh, hello, Nick. We're just discussing the christening.
Oh. I thought Mum had it all in hand.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to interfere.
Well, you could always have a word with her. But we don't anything fancy, do we?
No.
Anyway, it's not our day, is it? It's yours, my little sweetheart.
Nick, I've just got her down.
I believe you wanted to see me, Mr. Turner.
Ah, yes, Seth. Bill, your usual, is it? A pint each? Mrs. Bates, serve these gentlemen, will you?
Very generous, Mr. Turner.
Generous?
Ah, free beer. To celebrate Mrs. Bates's first day here. That's right, indeed.
No, it is not. You've had more than enough free beer out of me lately.
What do you think, Mr. Armstrong Verney? Malt shovel?
Armstrong Verney?
To the malt shovel, Mr. Middleton. At least the beer there don't taste like lamp oil.
All right, you two. Come back here, Mrs. Bates. Give these gentlemen a pint each, on the house. Seth, I want a word with you. It is becoming obvious to me that you're getting ideas above your station.
I did above my station, Mr. Turner. Can't have any of them, can I? I'm a Verney. You told me that.
Seth, the fact that you are the illegitimate son of the late Squire Verney, who, to say the least, wasn't averse to putting it about a bit, is not the sort of thing you should shout from the rooftop.
I don't agree. I've been in touch with my solicitor, who says I should make official inquiries into my rights to the Verney estate, so I can take up my rightful position as squire.
You're talking nonsense, man. It's absolute bunkum. You've no claim to anything at all.
Well, we'll see. When you've let this pub go to the dogs, I'll have to be doing something about this. I'll be writing to papers, using my official title, of course. Seth Archibald Armstrong Verney, Esquire. That'll fix thee, Turner.
You wouldn't do that, Seth.
Who wouldn't? It's my duty. As Squire of Beckingdale.
Good day, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen. Do call again. There you are, Caroline. Wasn't too bad, was it? Just sort of let you in gently, as it were.
Bit too quiet, if you ask me.
Oh, don't worry about trade dropping off. It'll soon pick up once we've built that kitchen extension and we start serving really first-class meals. The place will be heaving.
I thought my sandwiches went quite well, actually. I could be a bit more adventurous tomorrow. What do you think?
Well, Caroline, I really want to avoid sort of soggy meat pies and burnt sausages and limp chips swimming in oil.
So do I, Alan. I was thinking of sausage turnovers, a bacon and cheese flan, or perhaps some salmon pâté.
Well, no, Caroline, you leave the food to me and you serve it with that wonderful smile of yours. Ah, Elizabeth, a bit late for lunch, aren't you?
I just wanted a quick word with Mrs. Bates about the christening, if you're not too busy.
Oh, well, we were hard at it earlier on, weren't we?
I gather from Elsa that we're both doing the food on Sunday.
Yes, I gathered the same from Nick. They've made a list, about 10 people.
Yes, Elsa showed it to me. Now, about the church service, the seating arrangements.
We don't need to bother about that, do we?
Well, we don't want anyone sitting unaccompanied, do we? I mean, when everyone else is together with their families.
No, of course not.
Well, Alan Turner, for example, we wouldn't want him to be alone, would we?
Oh, I see. No, we wouldn't.
Are you still here, Elizabeth?
Yes, I'm just off.
Bye.
She seems rather sort of jumpy. She's been like that lately, sort of nervy, you know, not at all like her normal self.
You can't see what's in front of your eyes, Alan. That's your trouble.
I'm sorry? Am I missing something?
Oh, come on. You can't be that thick. She worships the ground you walk on.
Me? Why?
It's not really surprising, is it? You've given her a job, a home. You've been very kind to Elsa and Alice.
Good Lord. Mrs. Philbin, are you sure?
She must be mad. Can't see the attraction myself.
I know.
It is a somewhat old-fashioned method of accounting, isn't it?
Look, if you've had any complaints, if you think that I have done anything wrong, then why don't you come straight out with it?
Oh, you mustn't be so touchy, Mr. Pollard. We're merely inquiring into accounting procedures.
Well, you're not suggesting there's anything wrong with my bookkeeping, I trust?
Of course not, Mr. Pollard. No, we wouldn't go that far. However, my colleagues and I do wonder whether you require the full-time assistance of another council officer.
What?
And we were considering the possibility of seconding an accounts clerk to the markets, relieving you of your accounting responsibilities and allowing you to concentrate upon your other duties.
But there's really no need, I mean...
I have to confess I'm puzzled at your reluctance, Mr. Pollard. I'm sure you have nothing to hide, do you?
No. No, of course not. I mean, if you think it is necessary, then of course. But I can assure you, gentlemen, my accounts are completely accurate and above board, as this audit has recently demonstrated.
Oh, calm down, Mr. Pollard. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Now, if there's nothing further... In that case, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Pollard. We're most grateful.
What's this? You right?
Paula, where did you get this from?
Don't look so surprised. I borrowed it from my dad. Don't worry, I've got his permission.
Where are we going then?
You have got a provisional licence, haven't you?
Yeah, ages ago. Couldn't get anyone to give me driving lessons though.
You have now. Come on, get in. I'm going to give you a driving lesson.
Great. Shouldn't I get in the driver's seat then?
Hang on. We need somewhere a bit quieter than this.
Still here, Eric?
Let's call it a truce, shall we, Charlie?
I'm sorry?
You just wanted to see me squirm, didn't you?
I thought you squirmed very effectively, actually.
There's nothing wrong with those ledgers, and you know it.
Oh, nothing I can prove, maybe. You covered your tracks pretty well, but only you and I know about a certain 2,000 quid, Eric?
Now, look here, Charlie.
Oh, by the way, we've decided from now on to keep all the accounts on computer here at the town hall. Now, don't be late back to the markets, will you? If you hurry, you'll just catch the half past.
With all I've had to do today, the least you could have done is to have made a pot of tea. Oh, what's so funny?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, I've read Amos's diaries. I didn't know they were that funny.
Oh, you'd laugh at this. It's the entry about Seth being a Verney. Maybe we should have read on a bit further. Here, the entry for the 26th of April.
I discovered today that Seth Armstrong has been telling some very tall tales indeed. He is not related to the Verneys at all. It was all his idea of a joke.
Mind, it's partly our fault, this, you know.
Our fault? Seth Armstrong leading us all up the garden path?
Yeah. Read the date of the first entry.
April the 1st. Cunning old fox. All that business in the bar this morning.
Oh, you've got to hand it to Seth. He had us fooled all right.
And I'll get back at him for this. He's not the only one who can play practical jokes.
Hi, Chris.
Hiya.
How's it going?
Oh, I'll be a couple of hours yet. I'll see you later.
That's what I thought. So,
What's all this?
supper. Do you remember when we first started going out? That night I came over to your office and we...
Kathy, careful.
Now relax. Take it easy.
Yeah. Okay.
I want you to slow down a bit.
Okay.
Now we're coming up to a bend.
Yeah, all right.
Mark, you're a bit wide. Mark, you're too wide. Pull over! Pull over!
Oh, my God, what's happened?
Why the hell didn't you slow down, Mark? You've only gone and ruined my dad's car.
Where are Kim and Frank?
Oh, they decided to knock off early for a change. Gone out somewhere.
We should follow their example. Go out for a drink or something.
Maybe. We'll see how it goes. Look, do you think you could clear some of this stuff away? I've hardly got room to move.
Of course. So, anything else? Coffee? A drink?
Coffee would be great, thanks.
What the hell happened? I couldn't help it. Honestly, Joe, I wasn't driving fast. You were driving? What on earth possessed you to let him drive?
I was giving him a driving lesson, Mr. Sugden.
We didn't tell her dad.
You have to tell him sooner or later. There's a dirty great scratch on the side of it. Now, I hope you had your dad's permission for this.
I did, honest. Is it bad?
Not as bad as it could be. The main thing is, are you two all right?
Yeah, we're all right. We just want to get home.
You may want to get home. I've got to face me dad.
All right. Don't start arguing. I'll get the tow rope.
I told you the corner was coming up and you went straight for the ditch.
I couldn't help it, all right.
There's no need to sit there, Kathy.
I'm fine.
Go up and watch telly. Better than sitting there just watching me work.
Honestly, Chris, I don't mind.
Well, suit yourself.
And remember, not a word to Ma about this.
Yeah.
Go up the wall. Least said about this, the better. I'll get that with you.
Hello, Emmerdale Farm. Paula. What did he say? Was he mad? What? Why? Paula? Hello?
What's up?
That was Paula.
Well, I gathered that. What's she say?
Her dad says I'm never to see her again.